All right, so now I'm at my desk. Probably looks familiar from streams. I got my coffee in my Ho Chi Minh City Starbucks mug. And now I can just chat about how I get my day started with all of my planners. Okay, so in an ideal morning routine, I would take this A5 Midori notebook, and it is the lined notebook. But in a morning where I'm not late or I didn't snooze a little too much, I would be doing my morning pages in this. And for those of you who don't know, morning pages is basically the first thing you do before you really get your day started is journal, stream of consciousness, just journal straight for 3 pages continuously without stopping. And what that does is just kind of getting brain fog out of your head and like helps with just brain dumping everything, all the thoughts, and just gives you a much clearer mind. So that worked really well for me for a little while, but unfortunately I kind of stopped doing it because I wasn't waking up as early as I had hoped. But that's not to say I won't still be doing this. Like, I started this in February 2022 and it's May 2023 right now, and I'm not even halfway through to this. But I like that I could kind of test out all my fountain pens and new inks with that. So I mean, maybe I'm a little bit, maybe, I don't know, maybe this week I will, with this vlog, I will start doing this again. Okay, and then the next 2 planners that I grab every day is my Hobonichi Weeks and my A5 Jibun Techo. So as you all know, my Hobonichi Weeks, love this, has been going honestly very strong still this year. I would say every single week is filled out. Even if it's not decorated, it still has at least some events that happen that day. So I think the Hobonichi Weeks is like officially something that I will be using for the remaining years, like foreseeable future. So I'm really excited about using this. And the Jibun Techo, however, I cannot really say the same for. I did pretty well like in the beginning. I was doing a lot of decorating or just minimal decorating, and then just time blocking and writing all of my tasks like on breakdown of days. But unfortunately, when I started traveling and work got busy, I stopped using it. So there is definitely a lot of blank pages. I still really liked using the habit tracker in the front where you can just kind of mark all of it throughout the week. So I use that in tandem with the Hobonichi Weeks because that's where I kind of track my habits as well. Calendars, like monthly view, I still don't know how to use monthly views. Like it just doesn't do well for me. So I don't know, even if I'm just marking events, I don't know, I just can't gravitate towards it. But I started using the Jibun Techo again, so I will be showing you in this video. All right, so first I'll decide what pen I'm using. These are some options that I just grabbed. I guess I'm kind of feeling the Uniball today. And then I'll flip to the page. Let's do like a photo. I'll do a header up there. And I'll put some words I think would be kind of fun. I haven't in a while, but I think I will draw a line here because I kind of missed that. And I'm gonna use this Tombow N95, kind of like a slate gray, cool gray. I think that will be good, and I usually do that to highlight like my habits and then my to-dos down here. So actually I forgot, I like doing focus now, and I'll write something there, and then I'll do habits here. And one of the reasons why I'm using the Uniball ballpoint, or it's Uni Jetstream ballpoint, is because you can highlight over it without really any drying time. Gel pen will smear, but this one is perfect. Okay, and then I'll go over what I do know that's coming this week. And then, I don't know, the thing about me, I think partially it's because I work from home. I really honestly just plan as I go. So it's not often that I'll be like, okay, I know everything I need to do this week. Like that maybe happens once in a while, but this week specifically is a pretty chill week, I think. So I'm really not gonna do much. So I think that's pretty much all that I know for now, what I can put in my weeks. Of like what I know as of now, as of this morning. Then I'm gonna take my Jibun Techo and kind of use this as a reference. And the interesting thing about the Jibun Techo, that I think what drew me to it was that it had weather. I wasn't really using it, but I feel like I should use it because that's really useful. And then I really liked putting top 3s of every day, so I think I'm gonna keep doing that. I think I'm gonna switch pens because I feel like it. This one is the Uniball Signo RTI, and it's like a really smooth pen. And this one is gel pen, so you definitely will smear. And then I'll just put this gray is too light. I'm gonna use this blue mild liner. And then I think I really liked putting kind of top priorities for the days. So I think this is something I'll need to fill out each day. So today I think my priorities are cleaning. My original intention behind this was just time blocking. So I think I should just go ahead and color code the time blocks for each day. So I guess I could put just a little bit of deco. And the other thing I like doing is on weeks where I do have a really hefty to-do list. On those weeks, I'll write down all of the tasks I have to do, and then I'll be able to kind of break them up into the day and visualize where and when I could be doing those tasks. So. All right, good morning, you guys. I had an early start today, so I made some coffee. Today I'm using my Lisbon Starbucks mug, and we'll just get started in our Hobonichi Weeks. I'll start my day by marking off any habits that I did yesterday and completed. So I think I did pretty much, oh no, I only did 3 out of the 5 that I normally check, which is fine. And then I'll do check any extra tasks that I didn't do. And then if I had any new ones, then I added that as well. That's it for my weeks. And then I'll look at my Jibun Techo, and usually I don't have anything else to add. I guess I'll just kind of go over what I have for the day. Sometimes I put in meetings, but I don't have any meetings today. But what I will do now actually is I'm going to be at least putting meals down because I want to use this kind of as a meal prep guide. The struggle that I have, I don't know about any other planners who also journal out there, is I always struggle with, I guess, the actual penning in the plans because I know plans change, and I really like journaling after the fact and filling in what I did that day after the fact because it's like it's tried and true, like I did it for that day. So that's kind of my struggle, and I just need to shift my mindset to being like, okay, no, the point of the planner is to proactively have things ahead of time. So that's just kind of what I need to shift my mindset with and just get used to that because I'm just so used to memory keeping and journaling in my planners that I really just don't. And then in terms of actual planning, like of course I have a digital planner with my calendar of events, so that's like kind of how I keep my life organized with a planner, but I think I just need to bring it back to what I intended to use this planner specifically for is exactly that. And of course, if something is really, really unknown, I'll just leave it blank and fill that in as I go. Okay, so that is good enough for today. All right, so kind of a new angle, but it is later in the day and I am using my Take a Note, and this is the Take a Note A5, and I am using this as kind of my main memory keeper journal. So what I've been doing for the last few weeks that has been really fun is having Instagram vote on the theme for the week. So that has been really cool. And like 2 weeks ago, I had colors options. Last week, I did theme. And this week, I think I'm going to change it up and make it kind of more of a like a fun almost challenge for myself. So when I was streaming last year a little bit more regularly, I would do kind of challenges where it's like, oh, following a theme or doing something where it's only stickers or only stamps or PT tapes and things like that. So I decided to do something like that. So let's go ahead and take the photo. So I usually do this on Mondays, I feel like, but since yesterday I wasn't really into journaling, I decided to have it vote today. And I usually will pre-decorate, and I think that's kind of the best way that I feel more motivated to keep up with my journals is if I am pre-decorating, so at least it's not just empty space and it's kind of more daunting. Chelsea, hello, and we are working, and here is my Hojicha latte, and then what did you get?
I got a cold brew.
Cold brew. Yeah.
Pasadena in July, hotter than the sun. I've got a beautiful memory from sun.
Alright, so I am back home now. It was really nice seeing Chelsea at Those With Words. Definitely give her a follow if you haven't already. And we just had some coffee and worked together and then grabbed some lunch. So it was really nice to see her. And it has been pretty much a full 24 hours. So I will take a look at the results that I posted on Instagram yesterday. And it looks like people voted for all stamps, so I'm definitely going to be doing that. I'm very excited about that. And then for color scheme, I had people choose these 3 options, and it looks like the top one won, except I'm gonna do something a little bit controversial / naughty and actually choose the second place one, which is the third one. And I think it's just because mainly that the first 3 colors I always use, and I'm always gravitating towards those 3 colors and brown. So I want to kind of change it up and maybe choose some different things. But that doesn't mean that, if you voted in my poll, I don't want you to think that I'm not taking your suggestions. I just, All right, so I grabbed a few trays of stamps to use. So I grabbed this tray of stamps. I'm honestly so excited because when I was just going through all the stamps and figuring out which to pull, it made me really excited to use as much of my stamp collection as possible. So I get to show you these ones. And then I have stamp drawers. I store them in the Muji like 5 drawer acrylic drawers. So I just pulled out this one and then some stragglers. So I have these, these of course are some recent new additions from Raw Market Shop in Singapore when I visited, and then some of these. So all right, let's get to it. And actually, funnily, as I was pulling the stamps, I was also looking at ephemera because just I think instinctively and habitually, I was just like, oh, I need some ephemera pieces or I need some washi tapes. And then it took me like a few seconds to realize, wait, I'm not allowed to use ephemera or stickers in this spread. This is a stamp only spread. All right, and then I have my combo colors. This is gonna be such a fun spread, I can already tell. So since I will be stamping a bunch, I also decided to bring out my Lawn Fawn stamp chamois. And if you don't know what this is probably the most underrated like accessory, stationery / journal accessory, because it is honestly like the most amazing thing ever. So what it is, it's like kind of, I don't know what this material is exactly. And I kind of looked it up, but I don't know, just Google it. But basically it's kind of like a very soft, it's not leathery, but it's kind of like this weird material that doesn't quite absorb anything, honestly. But it's just, it comes very stiff, and then you put it under the water, and then it's like kind of like this floppy thing. And basically what it is instead of, it helps preserve like stamps, because normally people use, I know, like a paper towel. At least I used to use like a paper towel or like baby wipes, which I thought was really wasteful. And this is a lot more eco-friendly, and I think this is better for your stamps too, because it's not as rough since this material is so soft and smooth. When I'm just stamping like once or twice, I don't use this. I just kind of put it on scrap paper. But since I will be doing a lot of stamping, I gotta bring this out. Okay, let's do some layering. So how I like to do, I kind of like to do like maybe a cluster up here. I'll do what I kind of similar to what I usually do with collaging. So for example, last week's spread, I just did like a cluster here and then a cluster down here. So I think I'll keep to that same layout. Also, this counts as a stamp, and this is just a date stamp. So I'm also going to go ahead and set this. All right, so I finished the headers. We'll go ahead and start here. I think we'll do this one. I kind of want to use this stamp, and then we can make this kind of like a moon theme one. This one up here. And then let me show you. So the Lawn Fawn stamp chamois is so cool because it also cleans the best. Like, it's so amazing. This is probably a bad example, but later when we get to kind of like a clear stamp, like this one, it just cleans so well. Okay, this is another stamp I got from Raw Market Shop. See, it's just like so perfect. It doesn't even require that much pressure. You just kind of like press it twice and it's completely clean. I'm always so shook whenever I use this stamp chamois. It's honestly like amazing. I think I can put a little cluster here. Oh yeah, actually I could do like this floral cluster here. I don't know how that would look if we do it diagonal. Let's try it. Okay. I think that's not too bad. And this stamp is from Lee Howe paper. It came as a set, and unfortunately I only have this one on hand, but I love it. And then I still kind of want to do maybe like a frame. Let's grab like a paper, and sometimes I like to just see how this looks. Okay. I've given an A for effort. And this is from, I think this is a collab. No, this is Cami Cami Chop. I think, is it Cami Cami Chop? I never remember. Should we layer it? No, let's make this one clean. Just put it here like that. Okay, a little bit of the hair is missing, but that's fine. And then I kind of like this just on its own. Maybe we will also layer it a little bit. So I think we'll put this here. We'll put Night Thinker blue. And this one is, the stamp is from the creator Yeon Charm. I believe she is a Taiwanese, it is a Taiwanese artist. And I actually really like how that turned out. It turned out perfectly with some of the words and some of the letters in that circle. So love that. Okay, let's move on to here. I think here maybe we'll do kind of like a situation here on the bottom. So I have this one. I don't remember what this stamp is from. I don't remember this logo. I want to say maybe journal pages. Oh, I don't know. But let's go ahead and use the blue. So this one can almost kind of be like washi. So let's layer it. Maybe we can like kind of layer it down here. So, oh my gosh, it says happy day. I didn't even know that. And then just keep it going here like that. So yeah, you can see, definitely can see the blue ink, and then you just like dab once, and that's it. It's like perfect, and it doesn't leave stains or anything. I have this stamp, and this one I love using for collage layering. This I know is from journal pages for sure. But for this one, we can use the purple. Wow, I really challenged myself by using only stamps and then also select colors. Okay, so this one we can maybe put it up here. This is kind of like a torn paper. So I love that. And then let's layer it with, ooh, I like this journal desk setup. Let's do this brown. This I think is by the creator or artist Non Lala. Didn't do that good of a job, but that's okay. You can still kind of tell. And then I've been loving this archive, which is, the stamp is from Raw Market Shop. Oh, I did get noodles yesterday. So, and I totally forgot to vlog it. Oh, I actually can use Everyday Explorers for Tuesday. Okay, so I can use this one, and this is the like boba and noodles. So I'll use these two. I don't have a stamp block on hand right now, but a little bit of a hack is kind of just using anything. So I'm gonna try using the cover of the Sachi Hara, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just stick it on there like that. And then I will take the blue, and I don't want the bottom words to show, so I'm also gonna just take this sticky and stick it on top so that that ink doesn't transfer. I might cut off a little bit of the bowl, which is fine. Stamp that. Okay, it cut off, but no worries because we can totally salvage this. I have faith. The good thing about clear stamps is it's nice that you can still see. There we go. Okay. I was a little too excited there, but I'm really happy that that saved itself. And then I think this rating one is really cute. So let's try this one. Okay, love that this is kind of like a little functional. They didn't only do collaging. Okay, I think we'll keep that for now. I will write a lot. I think I'm gonna journal a lot because I did a lot this past few days. So I will keep that as is. Okay, so now moving on to pre-decorating the rest of this week. Let's do some layering again. So we'll do this frame. This is from Nairet. Ooh, I love this vertical cluster. Okay, this is one of my favorite stamps. This is by Eileen Tai. I have the whole set. I have this one. Actually, no, this is not the set. This is its own, but I have this one I love and this one that I love. These two are a set here. And then I have this really cute one. This is Ivy Snow. Ooh, maybe we'll do this one. Oh, I have an idea. Let's change it up a little. For this one, I'm gonna wipe these off. And let's make this one double colored. Be really careful. Cute, that's super cute. That turned out really perfect. Wow, I'm realizing that now that I did not bring out enough stamps, which is really crazy. I think we can do some layering here with this stamp, and this is from Jesslyn Padilla. Love, love, love her stamp so much. And the whole arch is a little bit ambitious, so maybe we'll do part of it, like half of it in this corner over here. That's really cute. Purple, we are gonna use this from Cat's Life Press. That was quite, and then put that there. That's really cute. And then I can write on the side. I think that will be perfectly fine. And then actually, you know, there's like this little postmark stamp. We can also just kind of layer it down here. Yeah. Okay, we're almost done. I think the final touches is we're just gonna go crazy with like words. So let's just grab like all of these words and then just kind of sprinkle it everywhere. This stamp is from Elsie with Love. I think I got this from Cheery Letters. Oh wow, I'm really happy with that. When the stamp turns out so satisfying. And I think this is good for now. So I'm just gonna definitely do a lot of writing. There might be a little bit more minimal space, but I'm quite happy with kind of this pre-decoration that's going on. So yeah. Happy Thursday, everyone. So apologies for this kind of awkward angle. I don't have like a phone stand thing for my car, so that's kind of why it's just kind of here. So I just got to work and I thought I would show you all what I bring to work. And I actually was in a rush this morning, so unfortunately I don't have everything I would normally bring, but of course I brought my Hobonichi Weeks, and I have been loving this. Honestly, this is my second year in a row using it, and I think it's going to be permanently here to stay. It's going to be the planner that I use every single year. So I bring this to works just so that I can do quick jots and just like thoughts or anything that I need to write about or plan and things like that. So this is very casual. Okay, so I'm gonna head to work now and I'll see you later when I'm home. All right, so I am back home now. It is the evening and I will just be finally sitting down. I finally have the time to sit down and journal. So in a perfect week where I don't have too much going on, I will actually be journaling throughout the day when I'm at my desk, or I would be at the end of the day, would just spend some time for journaling time. But because this week has just been so busy and I haven't actually been sitting here at my desk much this week, so that's kind of where I have to do it all at once. And that's where pre-decorating came really in handy, because I get to just, you know, have it all ready. And the two pens I'm going to be using to journal with are these two pens. These are both fountain pens. This one is the Platinum collab with Sanrio. I don't know what the pen itself is actually called, like what is the style called, but this one is Gudetama. And then the ink in here is Ferris Wheel Press Edwards Gardens, which is this really pretty kind of shimmery blue. I think will match this ink quite nicely. And then the other pen is this one, and this is my absolute favorite TWSBI fountain pen, and this is the TWSBI Eco Rose Gold and White, and this is fine nib, and this is also fine nib. And it's not filled yet, but I will be filling it with this ink. And I was trying to figure out what to match the purple ink with, and I thought this one would go really, really nicely. This is the Sailor Shikigori Hara Hara. This is one of my all-time favorite inks. I discovered it last year and fell in love with it so much. And I like to rotate my inks in this pen particularly because this is always a pen that I gravitate towards and I always use. So I almost rotate the inks seasonally, and this Hara Hara is my like summer ink. So I think it's perfect that I'm putting it in now. The TWSBI Eco is probably one of my favorite beginner-friendly fountain pens. I always recommend it to people who are just getting into fountain pens and don't know what's a good one to use. And I always say that TWSBI is really good because of this vacuum barrel. Good morning and happy Friday. So today will actually be the last day of vlogging because I decided to just do a Monday through Friday. So this morning I'm actually packing up some mail to send to someone. So a little bit of background. As you all know, I am using the 2023 Traveler's Notebook Refill weekly insert for this year. And this insert was essentially replacing my Midori V6 weekly vertical from last year that I was using, which was replacing the weekly spread of the Hobonichi Cousin. Because I love the verticals just for like memory keeping and just highlights from the day and things like that. It was also another way to use up all of my planner stickers, and these planner stickers go way back from like 2015 or not even like 2016 all the way to like 2020 before I changed my journal / planning style to be more deco and collage-y with PET tapes and things like that. So I was not using these small little planner stickers as much anymore. So I really did enjoy it, but I think the dated portion kind of started to become too overwhelming and a little bit too much for me, especially if I already was journaling in my take a note for a weekly spread. And this was really just whenever I had time, I would sit down and just like kind of write what I did each day. And it was a great place to kind of, again, use up the stickers that I did have, and then a great way to just kind of see at a glance what I did that week. So I guess going into the year and buying this planner, I did know that it came in 2 parts. So there's 2 halves, since it was like the first 6 months of the year and then the last 6 months come in this other refill. So I knew that if it didn't work for me, I could at the end of the day sell it. And you actually can buy the second half online. Like they sell the second half right now. I will link some down below. Jet Pens has it, Yoseka has it. So I'm going to be packing this up to somebody, and then I will probably put together like a little bit of a sampler package with some stickers and PET tapes as well. So I am back from the post office, and I decided to just fill in the rest of my day today in my journal. I know yesterday I said that I was gonna fill in like a big stamp here, so I decided to go for this one. And I think I'm gonna do kind of like a ombre effect. So I'll stamp on the purple first, and then I'll stamp on the blue and hope that there's no purple that transfer over. And the stamp is from Breezy Studio, and it is the Gemini stamp. I don't know which direction it's supposed to go. I don't think it really matters, but I'll just put it on here. And there we go. So it's, ooh, I do like that gradation. And then I'll go ahead and fill in the rest of the day. All right, so I finished the journal for Friday. I left a little space so that I could do a little bit more journaling later today. So here is the week. And then here is my Hobonichi Weeks from the end of the week. So it's definitely a lot more filled in than it was on Monday. So that ends my weekly vlog. Again, it was my first time doing this and I had so much fun. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you like to see this kind of video and if you would love to see future ones like this again. Please let me know down in the comments down below, and I will see you next time. Bye!